Please follow these webinar guidelines. To the speakers, kindly mute your audio if you are not the speaker yet. To the attendees, please rename your account in this format: name of chamber or organization, dash, first name, then last name. Please input your questions in the Q&A box.
The Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the voice of Philippine business. Established by a dynamic group of individuals with strong leadership presence and passion for business and economic development. An influential alliance of business leaders providing policy directions to government and ensuring sustained economic development. This is the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. On April 19, 1886, three of the largest Spanish companies in Manila formed the Cámara de Comercio de Filipinas. Following the downfall of the colonial Spanish government, the popularity of La Cámara waned, and a new organization of Filipino and Chinese mestizo businessmen established the Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines, CCP, in 1903. Barely half a century after, a group of industrialists founded the Philippine Chamber of Industries, PCI. On July 1, 1978, the two chambers merged, giving birth to the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, PCCI. In September of the same year, PCCI was recognized as the country's single voice of business through Presidential Letter of Instruction 780. After more than a century, the Chamber continues to chart the course of economic development in the country. Lending its voice to the government, PCCI continues to be at the forefront to influence public policies in the areas of agriculture and food security, banking and finance, capital market development, energy and power, water utilities, environment, formal and technical vocational education, infrastructure development, intellectual property and innovation, international trade, local economic development, taxation, SME support services, tourism, and transportation and logistics. Covering business comprehensively to ensure the business expansion and country's future growth and progression through its partnership with the government, local chambers, and other stakeholders. PCCI's programs and services include enhancing business environment, SME development, environmental protection and management, corporate social responsibility, national and countryside development, business services, access to local and international training programs and scholarships, publications, breaking grounds with pioneering minds PCCI is a dynamic force that offers its members fresh new ideas, new choices, and creative new approaches. From only a handful before the turn of the century, the PCCI family has grown to more than 1,600 direct members, more than 100 industry associations, more than 100 local chambers, and around 35,000 SMEs nationwide. To ensure alignment of its advocacies and activities, the PCCI works closely with government, other business groups, donor organizations, and international agencies, as well as the academe. The PCCI also provides a platform that links local firms with the global business community. PCCI also engages foreign chambers, diplomatic corps, international agencies in search of broader trade and economic cooperation. The Philippine Business Conference and Expo is the most important annual activity of the PCCI and one of the most prestigious events in the country. Local and foreign companies wanting to establish new ventures or seeking new markets find it highly attractive to attend due to the many benefits it offers. Every year, more than 800 stakeholders attend the conference, composed of key government officials, business leaders, diplomatic corps, foreign chambers, multilateral donor agencies, PCCI corporate members, bilateral business councils, local chamber and industry association leaders. With resourcefulness, ingenuity, collective ideas, and strength, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry remains steadfast in its principles of business growth and development. Pioneering, innovating, and trailblazing. The Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry will remain as that. One voice of business in the country.
Please follow these webinar guidelines. To the speakers, kindly mute your audio if you are not the speaker yet. To the attendees, please rename your account in this format: name of chamber or organization, dash, first name, then last name. Please input your questions in the Q&A box. please follow these webinar guidelines. To the speakers, kindly mute your audio if you are not the speaker yet. To the attendees, please rename your account in this format: name of chamber or organization, dash, first name, then last name. Please input your questions in the Q&A box.
A leading business and investment center in the Bicol region, the province of Camarines Sur is known for its agro and agri-industrial expansion, IT innovations, and social and infrastructure development initiatives. Confidence in the local economy and the provincial government is driving entrepreneurship and accelerating financial transactions. And with sustained peace and order across community in the province, business and investors are assured of a secured environment. Sustained public investments in critical infrastructures and facilities capitalizes on the province's strategic geographic locations, expansive agricultural lands, and scenic tourism destinations, while protecting its gifted and hardworking human resources, continuously enhancing their skills, have built a local economy resilient to external shocks and threats, such as the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Today, the province of Camarines Sur, under the guidance of Governor Mix Villaferte, is enabling business and investment opportunities, sustaining growth and development, and transforming lives of its people and partners in a globally competitive and highly resilient climate. United under a common and shared vision, Camarines Sur is facing contemporary challenges of our times with transformational and decisive leadership. To address the challenges of comprehensive area development in the province, massive road infrastructure projects were initiated: the Camsur Tourism Coastal Highway, the Quezon-Bicol Expressway, Pili Central Station, bypass roads, and other road networks. These mega projects in the integrated Luzon spine network ensures 2 hours savings in the travel time from Manila to Camarines Sur, making the province an attractive place to live and work. Camsur is poised to be the home of one of the largest international cargo ports in the world, expanding the country's economic corridor and connecting the region across the globe. Camarines Sur, the Philippines' gateway to Western Pacific region trade. To intensify the benefits of the transport-related infrastructure, Camsur also embarks on widespread sitio electrification and power line enhancement programs, construction of the iconic Capitol building as one-stop shop hub for business transactions, and development of special economic zones and industrial parks. By integrating our communities and business, as well as tourism and industrial zones, we create a growth corridor that increases accessibility and reduces the cost of business operations. Prior to the COVID-19 outbreak, the provincial government of Camarines Sur has already implemented various interventions, policies, and programs aimed towards ensuring continuous operation of businesses. Camsur has established the first IATF-designated hospital isolation facility outside of Metro Manila. The province also launched the Hospital on Wheels for patients in special or high-risk situations and employed healthcare backpackers modeled from the Cuban healthcare system to serve as active case finders. As a result, Camarines Sur was one of the first provinces to transition to MGCQ, allowing businesses to recuperate immediately and opening doors for the emergence of the new MSMEs. To further support local businesses, Camsur pushed for the procurement of locally manufactured face masks, face shields, alcohol, and other personal protective equipments or PPEs. The province also implemented a tax subsidy and incentives program to stimulate and encourage small and medium entrepreneurial activities. As we move forward to a post-COVID-19 scenario, the province of Camarines Sur boasts its readiness to shift to the expected new normal through the intensified research and development and upskilling our workforce. While COVID-19 is our most immediate threat, we continue to pay attention to the broader issues of our contemporary societies: digital connectivity and integration, environmental conservation, and global climate change adaptation. To support food security while investing in more sustainable alternatives, we invested in a NIPA bioethanol production project, in aquaculture demo farms, soft broom making from tiger grass in upland communities, gabot productions from raw abaca, and bee culture demo farms. Finally, we believe that investing in our people is key to making it in the expected new normal. Our business expos, technology fairs, construction and agricultural summits, youth entrepreneurship congress, and food beverages expos have consistently provided a platform for consumers, business, and industrial interactions. The expected new normal, they say, is digital. This is why we have to prioritize building our digital infrastructure and upskilling our students and workforce so they can adapt and survive the digital new normal. Our modern Wi-Fi ready classrooms, e-learning initiatives, and other skills development programs are just some of the ways that will make Camarines Sur digital future ready.
Please follow these webinar guidelines. To the speakers, kindly mute your audio if you are not the speaker yet. To the attendees, please rename your account in this format: name of chamber or organization, dash, first name, then last name. Please input your questions in the Q&A box.
Camarines Sur Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated, culture for economic resiliency and industry innovations on New Normal. As a domestic non-stock, non-profit, and non-government business organization, the Camarines Sur Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated continues to strive in increasing competitive edge and innovations on entrepreneurial culture among Bicolanos. Since 2002, the CSCCI serves as a province-wide organization of committed businessmen and entrepreneurs who will serve, among others, as a private sector arm of the provincial government in the thrust to promote the economy of Camarines Sur. Being awarded as the Most Outstanding Young Chamber in 2005, a finalist to the Most Outstanding Chamber in 2018, 2020 recipient of Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Parangal para sa Katuwang sa Lingkod Bayad, and recipient of the Most Outstanding Chamber Award 2019 in South Luzon, the Camarines Sur Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated is beyond inspired to uphold its vision of a robust business community legging up at all levels of national and global economies, with a combination of breathing life in its mission to secure the long-term interest of all members and take a lead role in policy advocacies of all spheres of economic activities, in pursuit to its commitment and advocacy of improving and sustaining competitive position of local businesses in both national and international markets. CSCCI has continued to promote its Giant Steps objectives. The success of CamSur Business Expo affirms it as one of the most sought-after business expos in the region and heightens our desire to introduce innovations even amid situations wherein we are challenged. The COVID-19 pandemic that we face is a newly opened gate of challenges wherein CSCCI bravely takes on by providing the business industry regular platforms for inspiration and mentoring. CSCCI remains positive in reimagining and promoting business-as-usual environment and the promotion of sustainable development and finding solutions to key challenges faced by the business sector. The CamSur Chamber ensures proper representation to national, regional, and/or local policymaking bodies to actively participate in the steering of public programs, fuel economic growth, and foster good public-private partnership. This 2020, CSCCI has influenced a local policy on truck ban affecting easy access to and from of our prime commodities and trade. its leadership steers the region by strongly opposing Provincial Ordinance Number 011-2020, which prohibits trucks from traversing the National Road or Maharlika Highway within the province of Albay. Strengthening Chamber's influence in the localities in its membership and affiliations to private and funding institutions as well as governmental entities. The COMSUR CCII, in partnership with its member training institution, the Center for Creative and Technical Skill Institute, or CCTSI Incorporated, recently launched its first industry-based education and training program for the cooperative sector, the TESDA Co-op Competency Courses. This framework provides a consistent foundation upon which all programs, policies, and requirements is mapped to ensure that a focus on cooperative competence is maintained. Recognizing the importance of collaboration and partnership for both local and international business success, CSCCI officers and members joined forces and voluntarily traveled to Taiwan for a business benchmarking trip in early January 2020 to gain insights on innovative business strategies and explore global business opportunities. The CSCCI also utilizes Hanap.co, an online shopping destination designed and created by COMSUR CCI past president Rico Evangelista, showcasing chamber members' products and services in a click. The organization banks on partnership with various entities, contributory efforts with its members, and empowerment and capacity building programs for the marginalized groups. It regularly collaborates and closely supports social outreach projects and advocacies of the province and nearby areas.
Please follow these webinar guidelines. To the speakers, kindly mute your audio if you are not the speaker yet. To the attendees, please rename your account in this format: name of chamber or organization, dash, first name, then last name. Please input your questions in the Q&A box. We would like to thank our valued partners for the year 2021. Province of Camarines Sur, Department of Agriculture Regional Field Office 5, Department of Trade and Industry, Anjena Trading, GCI Construction and Development Corporation, Julia Outdoor Advertising, Jurassic Construction and Supplies, Pixeled Solution, Medlane Enterprises, Ngo & Sons Trading and Industries Incorporated, SVM Marketing Solutions OPC, Tugawi Cove Resort, and Samgyup Masarap. Please follow these webinar guidelines. To the speakers, kindly mute your audio if you are not the speaker yet. To the attendees, please rename your account in this format: name of chamber or organization, dash, first name, then last name. Please input in the Q&A box. Thank you to our generous sponsors: Moraleda Farms. Bronze sponsors: Area Vice President Clarine P. Tobias, PCCI Antipolo, PCCI Bacoor, PCCI Camarines Norte, PCCI Lipa, Metro Naga Chamber of Commerce and Industry, PCCI Palawan, PCCI Puerto Princesa. Donors: Albay Chamber of Commerce and Industry, PCCI El Nido, PCCI Marinduque, PCCI Quezon, PCCI San Pablo, PCCI Taytay, Please follow these webinar guidelines. To the speakers, kindly mute your audio if you are not the speaker yet. To the attendees, please rename your account in this format: name of chamber or organization, dash, first name, then last name. Please input your questions in the Q&A box.
The threat of COVID-19 has changed the Philippine socio-economic landscape in many ways. Over a year, we have been forced to choose between safeguarding our personal health and our own economic survival. But now, there is a better choice. There is a safe space where we are free to work, to socialize, and do business, where we can be a community. Welcome to the world of CSCCI Vertex. Experience our immersive and interactive digital platform where online meetings, webinars, and virtual events are just one click away. Where you never have to leave the comfort and safety of your own home. Bringing together all the elements of a real business expo. This digital platform not only hosts virtual events, but also features an interactive virtual exhibition hall where consumers can explore, shop, learn, and be entertained. With CSCCI Vertex, businesses can showcase their products and services, link to external websites, offer downloadable content, monitor participation, generate electronic certificates, manage mass SMS and email distribution, and create a consumer database effortlessly in real time. This is the power of CSCCI Vertex, and now we are putting this power into your hands, powering your business for a better normal.
Please follow these webinar guidelines. To the speakers, kindly mute your audio if you are not the speaker yet. To the attendees, please rename your account in this format: name of chamber or organization, dash, first name, then last name. Please input your questions in the Q&A box.
The Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the voice of Philippine business. Established by a dynamic group of individuals with strong leadership presence and passion for business and economic development. An influential alliance of business leaders providing policy directions to government and ensuring sustained economic development. This is the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. On April 19, 1886, three of the largest Spanish companies in Manila formed the Cámara de Comercio. In September of the same year, PCCI was recognized as the country's single voice of business through Presidential Letter of Instruction 780. After more than a century, the Chamber continues to chart the course of economic development in the country. Lending its voice to the government, PCCI continues to be at the forefront to influence public policies in the areas of agriculture and food security, banking and finance, capital market development, energy and power, water utilities, environment, formal and technical vocational education, infrastructure development, intellectual property and innovation, international trade, local economic development, taxation, SME support services, tourism, and transportation and logistics. Covering business comprehensively, the business expansion and country's future growth and progression through its partnership with the government, local chambers, and other stakeholders. PCCI's programs and services include enhancing business environments,